Good day everybody. My name is Rolda Salaam. I'm the professional nurse for Northlink College, and today I'm going to talk about mental health. So what is mental health? Mental health is not merely about the absence of mental illness, but rather the presence of mental health and well-being. Mental health is about how you feel about yourself, how you relate to others, and how you deal with the opportunities, difficulties, and challenges of everyday life. So how can you optimize and maintain your sense of mental well-being? Mental health is basically finding a balance between dealing with your difficulties in life and using using the opportunities life presents for further development. You need to get to know your strengths and work on growing these strengths of yourself. And you need to know your vulnerabilities, work at overcoming or getting support for these vulnerabilities, and learn to recognize when you are not coping and are at risk for unhealthy stress. Okay, so coping with your daily stress. No? We may not always feel healthy or mentally healthy or positive about life all the time. Generally, our own strengths or resilience with support from others can assist us to bounce back from a crisis or stressful situation during which we are not feeling well balanced in our lives. Some stress can be challenging and enjoyable, like when you're starting a new job or you get different responsibilities at work. We need to guide against following our stress level, to reach the point where we no longer can cope with the daily lives or with our daily lives. So at the end of this video, there will be a stress test that you guys can do, actually to test your level of stress. So it will be a few questions where you should answer yes, basically, and if you recognize yourself in the stress test, you may be suffering from job stress. Most of us feel this way for brief periods of time at some point in our lives where there are no easy fix or quick fixes to come or to some of the problems we have. It is best to take steps to reduce the stress at work at a very early stage to regain or protect our mental health. So how can you take charge of any situation or any stressful situation at work? I will give you a few tips now. First of all, reset your priorities at work where possible. Focus on what is important. Be realistic. Divide projects into manageable tasks. Recognize what you can and cannot do. Be honest with your colleagues and also your boss. Suggest practical improvements to the situation. Take care of your physical, mental, and personal life. Don't forget or don't neglect your friends and your family. Build in time to relax. Learn to say no, but not know that you won't do it. Know that I will help you later or I will assist you later. And please don't feel guilty about relaxation time. Get support. Identify with people who share the same problem with you and work out solutions for your problems. Okay, the next topic I will talk about is mental illness. So mental illness is an important part of maintaining your mental health at home and work, and is to recognize when you have or may be at risk to develop mental health problems. Information and, if necessary, assessment and advice about treatment may be obtained from your local community health center, your general practitioner, or your occupational health nurse, or at the clinic. Private practitioners as psychiatrists, clinical psychologists, and clinical social workers may also assist you. So what is mental health, or what is a mental illness? Mental health problems span a wide range of conditions, from milder conditions that could benefit from easily attainable changes in lifestyle and stress levels, to more severe conditions which may require hospitalization and ongoing regular treatment to enable you to manage everyday life at home and at work. Some conditions are likely to appear at specific periods at your life, for example, postnatal depression in new mothers or mental deterioration, dementia in the elderly. Others may appear at any phase of your life. So how will you recognize when you have any signs of mental illness? So there is 3 categories within the wide range of mental health problems that we may experience to help you to do a spot mental health problem check. With these symptoms or other regular patterns of relating or behaving interfere with your performance at work, or when you're studying, you're a student, and disrupt you and your loved one's family life or social life. This is when you possibly may have a mental health problem that requires attention. So the first thing I want to talk about is depression. So there's a few questions that you can ask yourself to find out if you are suffering from depression. Like, for instance, do you constantly feel sad or irritable or both? You're like snappy or tearful at work or at school? You have a lack of interest or pleasure in doing activities that you used to enjoy? You feel helpless, hopeless, guilty and worthless? Have poor concentration or memory, or have difficulty making informed decisions in your daily life? Or you think about death or suicide frequently? You feel tired or have a lack of energy? You've gained weight or have lost a substantial amount of weight? You have no appetite, you're eating compulsively? You have sleep problems, too much or too little sleep? You don't feel rested every day, you're agitated or slowed activity levels, or you feel that time has just passed too quickly during the day. So if you identify with any of these questions, then you surely have depression. The other thing is anxiety. In anxiety, you can ask yourself, do you experience feelings of panic, tension or excessive worry? Have fears of dying or losing control? Fear not being able to escape from places and avoid leaving familiar spaces? Have feelings of unreality? Fear and avoid social situations? Become lightheaded? Suffer from breathlessness or dizziness? Or have stomach aches or pains that you can't identify? Okay, and the last thing is psychosis. Psychosis is when you hear voices, you see images, you feel or smell things which others do not seem to see. Your head feels empty of thought, your thought seems vague and unrelated and difficult to organize. You have strong beliefs which people can't understand. For example, others want to harm you, or you feel that you have special powers and knowledge. You feel others can read your thoughts or you can read their thoughts. Your emotional tone becomes flat or odd to others. Your ability to manage your daily hygiene and tasks deteriorate. So this is when the client becomes very unkept and he doesn't take care of him or herself physically. So getting help for your mental problem, people may avoid dealing with their mental health problems or emotional difficulties by self-medicating. And this may become like an excessive use of over-the-counter use of prescribed meds, of alcohol or other drugs. While this may be a very temporary relief for these people, it may also lead to problems of addiction. So without addressing the underlying problem, you may need help to stop if you have already started this practice. People have mental health problems may not seek the help they need because of beliefs that mental illness is a sign of personal weakness, laziness, social unacceptability, or wishful thinking. The facts are clear. Mental illness, like physical illness, can affect anyone. Mental health problems are painful and can hurt as much as physical injury, and it is best to obtain the help early to promote the fullest possible recovery. The sooner you get help or obtain help, the sooner you may feel better. The first step to obtaining help is to accept that help is the right thing to do. So where can you obtain help? So you can get help for any mental health problems from either your school or religious counselor by going to your local doctor, going to the local community health center or mobile clinic. You can go to your workers' clinic or your health sister. You can seek help when you visit a social worker, psychologist, psychiatrist, or any other health professionals. So there is a few hotlines that you can contact if you want to seek help for mental health. This we will also put on our Facebook page after the short video. And remember guys, mental health, it's okay not to be okay, and there is help outside there. There is a stigma attached to mental health, but like I said, it can affect anybody out there, so it is okay not to be okay. Thank you.